The following may contain language which will be offensive to some people and inappropriate for children. Still here? Then pour your favorite beverage and let's get this fucking show started.
Fantastic Forum, assemble! You're watching Fantastic Forum, the premier show about comic books and your live weekly conversation about entertainment and geek culture. We are the Fantastic Forum, coming to you live and direct from the Hall of F. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, as the case may be, depending on where you are in the world. And if you're not, you should stick with us. We'll help you take it up a notch. You have the usual suspects in the building. First, he is our riddle inside of an enigma trapped in Chinese finger cuffs. You don't know him. You love him anyway. He's our silent assassin, Jay.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Jay? Next, he is our intrepid senior reporter. He's next in line for the cowl. He is our resident Dark Knight detective. It's Oz.
I forgot to mix my potion.
I see. Hard at work. Potions 101. There it is. Next, he's the backbone, the pillar, the strength of Fantastic Forum, our nigh and vulnerable brawler and resident strongman, Moses Magnum.
What's up?
What's up, Mo? Good to see you, buddy.
Is Jay okay?
No, Jay down. Jay down. And like
It literally, because it was off camera, like it sounded like the Three Stooges when they like fall down the stairs. Like,
Right, and then I look up and he's gone. I'm like, oh, because I thought maybe Mo was rustling something.
glad you made it, Jay. Yes. My name's Lawrence Young. They call me Mary Young. Welcome to Fantastic Forum. We got a great show for you today because we are going to be talking to you all about the latest comic in the franchise. That is 30 Days of Night. We're going to be talking about 30 Days of Night, Falling Sun #1. And we're going to be talking to you all about a psychological thriller-esque type movie called Presence. So we got that going as well. And of course, whatever else it is that you all want to talk about, and we'll tell you how it is. You can let us know what that might be in just a moment. But before we do, we want to make sure that we thank Mr. Scott Rubin, because without him, the show would not exist. So thank you, Scott Rubin. Hope all is well with you, good sir. And with that said, we want to go ahead and let you know if you want to get down with Fantastic Forum, all you have to do is go to fantasticforum.live. You can hit the call-in button. You can be the fifth member of Fantastic Forum. Hit the call-in button. You'll come directly into the show and participate. If you decide, hey, maybe you just want to go ahead and be a little bit like lower key, a little bit more chill, you can always jump into the chat, whether that be through YouTube or whether that be on Twitch. You can jump into the chat there. We'll take your comments directly out of chat and bring them into the show, such as, Jay, insert a witty chat comment here, sir.
Heck says I'm lowercase.
Oh, man. Why is heck lowercase? I'm sorry to hear that. Look, I'm more of a friggin' uppercase Hecht fan, but I'll take lowercase Hecht. I'll take Hecht as he comes. So thanks for joining in today, Hecht.
yeah.
I bet you will.
Look, it's no time notes, Larry.
Indeed.
Larry's
So,
a proud boy.
And with
I
that
remember
said,
when we had to explain what the eggplant emoji meant,
yeah,
and that you weren't really watering it.
that's pretty funny. Also, too, let me just take a moment to apologize to our fans. Those of our listeners that have been listening on the podcast, doing like the audio only thing. We haven't been up to date with those. And listen, I'm going to take full responsibility for that. That is absolutely my fault. So I just wanted
also
to
blame Lawrence for that completely.
I just want to let you all know that additional archives are coming. And so, if there's those of you that maybe kind of like for whatever reason, maybe started jumping to the video format, and we're like, oh man, like, but I really would just like to like get that audio back. Those are coming slowly but surely. There are a few new episodes or episodes that have not previously been in audio form that are there now, and I'll be working diligently to get the rest up. And I'm hoping by this time next week we'll be uploading on a regular basis once again. So be patient with us. Thank you for your support. We don't want you to feel like you don't mean something to us just because you're listening on audio, because you do, and we do appreciate you all. So, gentlemen, it is good to
that was a
be
beautiful
back.
sentiment, but I guess if you don't want to tell them how you wanted to charge $10 an episode, and the three of us are like, nah, man, they've been with us since the beginning. Like, we can't do that to the peeps. Like, it's why we couldn't do a show last week. We were just arguing about that the whole time.
About money,
and we agreed they're going to be $9.99.
Discount. That's a Mo deal.
That's a Mo deal. Shout out to let's see, that's Belizean DJB. Says, hey Larry, hey. I think that might be
Wow. I read that wrong. My dyslexia kicked in.
What?
I'm not gonna look. Sorry. No, I apologize.
Why are you like this? Why are you like this?
Because I'm drinking.
I think that's my aunt. So let's relax.
Auntie.
Let's relax. Hey.
What? I was saying you have a very lovely family, Lawrence.
Hey man, take that offline, friend. Look, I don't need to know about it.
You've never seen Protective Larry.
Say what?
Like, he's never met Protective Larry.
I mean, is there cooking anything like Mama Young?
There's a reason why he looks like Luke Cage now.
There it is. I mean, listen, man, it's hard. It's hard to get folks that cook like Mother Young, man. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. So, like, I don't want to mess around, and I don't think I'm ever going to be like, oh yeah, they cook just like my mom. But that's not slander against anybody's cooking. That's just saying
that's compliment.
Mom, man, I tell you. But anyway, so with that said, gents, it's good.
I'm Larry.
It's good
I have
to be
a
here
mom.
with you all again. What'd you say?
Ooh, I'm Larry. I have a mom that can cook. I'm just making fun of you for having a mom that can cook. Mine is dying.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Which explains the face he gave when you just said, "Oh, I have a mom."
I was just like, is Mo trying to tell us something right now? I'm like live on air. I'm like, oh my god, like, because I'm about to say, I was sitting here like,
yeah, look, heck, yeah,
I'm about to cry live on air.
Yeah,
like
you're insensitive to heck too, man. Look,
what did Heck say? What is Heck talking about? Heck says, mine's dead, jerks. Jesus, I'm sorry, Heck.
Larry's rubbing it in our face that his mom can cook.
Wait, I'm rubbing it in the faces? What did I do?
Just like how you take Heck how he comes.
Guys,
listen,
Auntie's listening.
I had some really dark jokes go through my head, and I was just like,
I don't believe that at all. That is a lie. Sir, you sit on a throne of lies.
Now that he's bald and has a goatee, that's how he is now. This is like negative timeline Larry.
Oh, understand that
I can't say that word anymore.
I always have dark thoughts, okay? I just push them to the side. I choose not to share them.
You gotta have dark thoughts, okay. All right.
Oh, see. So I'm just saying, it's like you all think that I'm just a naturally nice person. And I don't think you all understand that I have to work to be this nice. Like, this was a choice.
No, I know Jesus has been inside you long enough that you don't think that way.
You leave my cousin and Larry out of this.
Oh, whoa. Wait, what? Ugh. Anyway.
I was trying to remember the Cartman songs when he's in the Christian band.
I think
those are some crazy lyrics.
They are crazy lyrics. But we should just go ahead and
let's not derail any further.
Sorry,
go.
Anthony.
We should go. we should move on to.
I apologize. I don't believe we've met.
Now listen, you have not actually. I don't think any of you have met my aunt Di. That's my father's sister because I don't.
Dear
You
die.
all. No, no, it's Diana. So she usually goes Aunt Di. I don't ever call her that. I call her by like Aunt Diana, um, but yeah, like I honestly, well, Joe's met Aunt Diana and that side of the family because Joe's
Yeah,
been
but he's
around
known you for like 30
since
years.
before my sister.
Yeah.
So so Joe has, but like, I'm sure she gonna be like, "That's Joey. Oh my gosh, Joey." No. Any second now, right? I'm sure, look, but the fact is, it's a shame because I think that honestly, both of you would get along famously with that side of the family.
I
Like
do too, but for some
you all
reason
would
you're
feel
ashamed of me.
very much at home. Well, you
It's
moved
not
away,
that. It's
Oz.
Larry's dad's ashamed of him.
Oh, there it is.
And now he's rubbing it again that he has a dad.
Wait.
My dad's right here in the urn, Larry. I can bring him out.
Please.
He's got my back.
Let's not do that. We should talk.
Father, get him.
Oh my god!
Pocket sand attack.
What is wrong
Pocket
with
dad.
you all?
I choose you.
I'm in a lot of pain, Larry.
Like, I'm in a lot of pain. Like, oh my god! Like I'm giving you a long distance hug, Mo. There you go, buddy. Oh, geez. Okay. You all ready to talk about 30 Days a Night? Yo,
Yeah.
let's do this. Let's talk about 30 Days a Night. Oh, look, I'm sitting here like, wait, we don't have comic book review music, right?
No.
We should. I put it in the drive.
I may not have put it in because that happened after, or I don't remember.
I have scary,
Yeah,
but I don't remember if
news.
it's comic or movie.
Hit it. Let's see what happens.
Oh,
Good
mm.
segue.
Okay, there it
That's
is.
not what I
Scary.
Yeah.
Look, I'm terrified personally. Absolutely, I agree. So, our comic book today is 30 Days of Night, Falling Sun, #1. And so, 30 Days of Night is long-running horror series. Primarily, like, is it primarily? It's been Steve Niles doing it.
No. There's other creative teams, but there's different like arcs. They're all
Right.
kind of connected, but
Right.
they don't follow the same exact characters all the time.
This book is written by Rodney Barnes and art by Chris Shehan and colors by Zenon Honchar, I believe is how you say it, with letters by Alex Ray. And so, Mo, why don't you talk to us about this book, man? Tell us what 30 Days of Night, Falling Sun #1 is about.
Well, me and Jay were at a board meeting at IDW, and we decided, hey, you know what, let's everybody's, HBO's bringing back Tales from the Crypt, and Hulu's bringing back King of the Hill. So it's like, hey, we that's the trend. Let's bring back one of our first horror independent books, 30 Days a Night, and so we basically came with this. I think it's 25 years after the first one, and
Mm.
yeah, it's this story follows a kid from LA, older guy, young adult,
Mhm.
and he's going to Barrow, Alaska, the place where the first incident happened, where the first book takes place, and the movie, and
Mhm.
yeah, and it's because it's so long, it actually takes place like 25 years after the incident. So there's people that don't even remember, like they repopulated the town,
Right.
and there's like a few that were actually there when it actually happened, the survivors, and now it's like their kids like are gonna have the next issue, the next problem, the next conflict. And yeah, this book starts off with that story, and it also gives you a B plot, which is a little vampire that I think it's from Dark Days, that they had to like put down, and now he's resurrected, and he's going. He decides he wants to go back to Barrow.
Yeah, man. Oh, that is it, man. It's first of all, you just blew my mind with the idea that the first 30 days of Night was 25 years ago.
Yeah,
Like that's crazy. Like
yeah,
I don't
because
know what's happening to time.
it came out when I was, I think, 16 or 17.
That's
You know.
that's
Mm,
crazy. Like
yeah.
so yeah, so that in and of itself is mind blowing. Then on top of that, like this book, um, like just kind of going along that same kind of timeline and having like, like reading it and seeing like, okay, like, yeah, man, these people legit, like they do not remember what happened here before. And, I mean, history's written by the victors, right? They say.
Yeah,
And,
and but the thing is, there was also you don't get it in the movie, but there was also
mhm,
like a FBI effect to it that covered it up a little bit too. You know.
Was there a
right.
sur- was I thought they all died at the end though.
Not the wife,
Okay, it's been a long time
and
since
I
I've seen
think the
that.
wife is one of the characters in this book too.
The older woman, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think you're right.
yeah. In the movie, they all
Yeah.
died, but they didn't really have. I don't think they had the like FBI cover up side to it. You know.
But, you know, the whole point is more so that there weren't a lot of survivors. So it's like, if there's only one person or two people that live, chances are they might be like, hey, they're too scared or too happy to be alive to take the time to be like, let me write this down. Like, I'm just happy to be here,
I
let
mean, also,
alone
who would believe you?
that's true too. But hey, at the same time, if everybody else is gone, it's like, what do you think happened?
Yeah, but
Like,
that doesn't
And
mean you're not crazy. Like you could have lost your mind from whatever
and
killed
the
everything else.
and the snow's covered in blood.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
You know,
but it is
because
Barrow, right? It's like there's not a lot of people out that way. Like Alaska is notoriously underpopulated, right? There are not a lot of people that are living there or would like to live there. Hence why, the basically main character of this story is heading that way to
yeah,
go be with his uncle, is it?
yeah.
Yeah. One thing I gotta give props to in this book is I felt like the main character, which I can't remember his name right now, but um I really felt like his like inner monologue and his dialogue felt very like authentic,
Hmm.
which is not something that happens all the time, especially when you're talking about like people trying to do like young black men in general, even and I mean, and from my perspective, I guess young black men in LA specifically, just because I'm very familiar with what what young young black people in Los Angeles sound like, and so look, as are we all, right? And it's just like this, the dialogue here felt like while it was trying to like I think capture like the essence of that vibe, it did it in a way where it was just like, okay, like no, that sounds like I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm very well might have read this and without knowing he was from LA and been like, you sound like he's from LA to me. You know, I don't know if that's true or not. But either way, he sounds like uh, a regular black guy, which and I think that's the main point. Where it's like,
And
okay,
it's
as
also,
opposed to
I think the book is written by a white dude.
yeah, I think so
And that's
too. I
one of the big
think.
things, like that,
Well,
where
you
they
know what?
can
I should
kind of
double
mess it
check.
up. Yeah, let's double check.
Yeah, because
Uh,
I
why
actually
why are you double
what Rodney
checking?
Barnes.
Why are you double checking, Lawrence? Your forehead is
Hmm?
purple.
I listen. Yeah, that's the light. So
I'm just reading chat.
no. Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, no. Rodney Barnes is black,
Okay.
so that makes a lot of sense. or at least I think if it's the same person,
Yeah,
then
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
you're looking at some doctor on LinkedIn.
No, I'm looking at no, he's a screenwriter.
Okay.
So yeah, and it looks like he does, yeah. So no, Rodney Barnes is black. So that makes sense. Oh man. Man. Okay, listen. I should know Rodney Barnes more. Apologies, Mr.
Like
Barnes.
you probably
That's
watched a lot of his work already.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm sitting here like, oh, Mr. Barnes, I apologize for acting like I don't know who you are, sir. I know, like, I feel like I made a mistake. I'm sorry, Mr. Barnes. Like, but yeah, so look, and but it's just one of these things where, again, because the name wasn't immediately, um, like it didn't immediately strike a chord, and also because it's like, hey, most comic book writers are just white dudes, right?
Yeah.
It's like I thought the same thing where I was like, oh man, like this guy, whoever this guy is, he's sure is writing this dude real authentically, and it's like, oh well, no wonder. Look, I wonder if Rodney Barnes is actually from L.A. too. He might be, for all I know.
He did Everybody Hates Chris.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, he's done a lot. he's done a whole bunch,
Restaurant
and a lot of
Blade.
a lot of stuff I like. So I'm just like, um, yeah. So I'm sitting here. He's from Maryland. It looks like. So
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. So he didn't. He's not from L.A., but he did move to Los Angeles, like, you know 30 some odd years ago. So
Yeah, he's
he's
from
been here
LA.
long enough.
Yeah.
So yeah. So tell me, what did you all think of this initial story? Like, how Jay, why don't you talk to me first, man, and tell me how you felt about the A plot of, our main character moving to Barrow and all that.
Oh, I thought the A plot was good. You don't get
What
a
you like about it?
lot.
You say again?
You don't really get a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Just know that he's moving in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a typical starting point for a first
Yeah.
issue or a
Even
zero
though,
issue,
got you.
honestly.
you
Um,
you you felt this might have warranted zero issue status.
yeah, both the
Okay.
A and B plots both feel very zero issue. Like,
Interesting. Okay.
like I'm not already invested. You guys gotta do something.
I hear where you're coming from. But, like, I know that is some writing advice that you often get, right? Where people are like, okay, wherever you think the story is supposed to start, they're like, take that like three scenes deeper. You know what I mean? Right? Where they like,
Hmm.
pick not where you think the story should start, but pick like the first action, like, or not necessarily action, but the first like inciting incident or whatever, and move the start of the story to that. And so it feels like that's the kind of energy you're coming with that.
And Jay, did you still find it enjoyable?
Um, it was okay. Like, I definitely like the A plot better than the B plot.
Mhm.
Mm,
Um, yeah.
okay. I know for myself, I thought of the A plot as like, of course, the main thing is he's moving to this town, but I also thought of it as like catching up with, or I get not even catching up because it's more so be like introducing the audience to the other members of this town and like kind of setting like that status quo. And so that all felt like kind of like the same beginnings where it's like you have him like coming to this town, his uncle kind of giving him like, hey, we're here to lay low, like we're here to kind of be part of this community and not cause any trouble so that we can continue to be, you know, a cool little part of this community and no one draw no attention to ourselves. And then you like learning who the different people in that community are already. Like that all kind of felt like a plot to me. Yeah. So,
Mm-hmm.
but the B plot, what do you think of that, Oz? Like, which talking about learning about the history of this vampire.
I thought that was way more interesting. I didn't think I was gonna read it. I thought, well, I'll just skim through it real quick so I have something. But there's so little like words in like the first half that
Hmm.
by the time I got to a point where now I'm gonna read some stuff, it's like, well, I'm halfway done. I might as well just keep going.
you like you really come to your comics not for not that much prose.
I didn't have a whole lot of time, but
Ah,
it's
gotcha.
mostly it's more pictures than words. So
In general, or you're just talking about in
in
this book
general,
specific.
this book specifically for sure, because there's been some books that are just I might as well read a novel.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, this one, I mean, and it tells a lot with few words because the art is really, really good, especially the vampire sections because it uses two art styles where when it's
Hmm.
the regular people, it's
Hmm.
a normal comic book style, feels like, but the vampire stuff looks like heavy stroke paint brushes and
Yeah.
it really looks cool, except for like the first page where you see a close up of the black kid and he's done in that paintbrush style.
Yeah. Yeah. No, the artist is actually
Is it just one artist doing both? Because I almost felt like they changed artists, but then there's another vampire scene later that had that other style, so I wasn't sure.
yeah, no, it is only one artist. It's Chris Shehan, or I think it's it says it's either Sheehan or Sheehan. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce it because I've only seen it, but I'm actually a fan of his art because Chris
Not
actually
enough to know how to
does.
pronounce his name.
Well, yeah, it's comics. You know how it goes.
I know we
You
still
read.
say
Look,
Thanos.
listen, and I won't stop saying Thanos.
Me
Like
either.
all these Thanos people, get out of here with that. No, like, but anyway,
Stones, not
um,
gems.
stones not gems. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's the modern day rib for
It's
whatever
not
that
the modern day rib fur. It's just
whatever that means.
gems. Like,
The
there's a good
stone.
reason for rib fur. There's no good reason for stones not gems other than ignorance. Somebody who's friggin' a sexist probably is like, guys aren't gonna want a whole of gems. It's like, what are you, they're called gemstones. What,
It's
you're
like
dumb.
there's a comic book called Amethyst, and it's about the gem world. We don't want to do that.
Make it Stone World, and now we're talking.
Oh, listen, that's a whole different book.
Like
Anyway,
I'm gonna smoke some weed and get gemmed.
so Chris actually is the artist on um House of Slaughter, which is
Yeah.
the companion book to Something is Killing the Children. And yeah, like I've come to like really enjoy his art, like reading those books.
And when Oz
And
says
so
like a lot of art and not a lot of words, like they do a lot with the art. Like it moves the story along just
mhm,
looking at art. And when you read a book like House of Slaughter review in our channel, I did the review for issue 1. I think was it.
mhm.
Yeah, it was House of Slaughter. Uh,
It might be
uh,
Book of Slaughter. I don't
Book
remember
of
which one
Slaughter.
though.
Yeah,
Either one. You should go
yeah.
check out the review for whatever one Moses did.
But yeah, it's like those books really do that really well with
Oh yeah.
using the art with very little dialogue or even internal monologue, and they kind of brought that energy here.
Yeah. No, it's like he does very deep storytelling with just his art. And like, and don't get me wrong, like I'm certain that like the writer is obviously bringing uh something to the table as well. I don't
Hmm.
want to minimize. I just feel like his art definitely can capture some pretty amazing stuff.
Well, that's the
And
thing is like the
so
writer could probably set up the look,
right.
and the artist completes it, and then our
Yeah.
imagination really completes it.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, and that's the thing where I'm certain, like, this is the collaborative aspect of comics, right? Where it's like, as a writer, you have an idea and you hand it off to somebody else to like bring that idea to fruition in regards to like how it is you bring that idea, all the way into a medium that the audience can see. And yeah, like it's an amazing thing, especially when you have the right artist. And so yeah, I think this book definitely benefits from his art. What do you think of the art, Jay?
I thought it was pretty good. Like,
Okay.
I did not unenjoy looking at it.
There it is. There it is. You can't be mad at that. So listen, if you feel different, you're more than welcome to, which I know I don't have to say that to you, Mr. I'm not a fan of Alex Ross, but still, but still,
Like,
I just, I don't
I
want you
saw
to feel.
when you said Alex Ray, I saw his face.
I know, right? Right. He tensed up. He was like, he's like my eyes.
Like, I don't know. I'm still on Twitter, so like I get flooded with Alex Ross art as he like
Really?
reposts his own shit all
Yeah,
the time. It's like,
if he posts his own shit
dude, get
and
off your dick.
he makes videos narrating his stuff, but it's just clips from a documentary that's supposed to be coming out, but I don't think ever came out.
A
Yeah,
documentary about Alex Ross?
yeah, that he made about himself. I think. Yeah.
Oh, why wouldn't he put that up?
I don't know if it did or didn't. I
Oh,
see more clips of it than I actually see like a link to where to go watch it or
go
buy
get
it.
it. Got
Yeah,
it. Got it. Why don't you just not follow him, Joe?
the algorithm shows it to him.
I mean,
No, Joe
he's
follows
a
him.
little too big to just
Trust me. What
not
what I know,
follow.
the Twitter or X algorithm isn't showing Joe is Alex Ross, because it's just randomly showing Joe that. Like, that's not what's
Well,
happening.
that
Like,
algorithm's designed to make you angry, so it's gonna show Joe Alex Ross. It's designed to sow dissent, and that's how they
there it
get to
is.
Jay.
Right. They're gonna radicalize Jay.
Yeah, like they try to do it with Chumbawamba videos, but he actually likes those.
I do enjoy
Chumbawamba.
those.
I know.
Oh man. So okay. So back to 30 Days of Night, Falling Sun. Um yeah, so Oz, I know Jay had mentioned it kind of had like a zero issue zero kind of feel to it. What do you think about that thought? Like, does that feel right to you, or does it feel like it held up as a number one?
A little bit, but I think it's because they split up because it's two stories that it's two sets of characters that they're introducing to you to, and
Mm-hmm.
two different worlds. I mean, not a lot of people know what it's like to be in Alaska,
That's
and not a
true.
lot of people know what it's like to be an ascended vampire in some weird coven, or whatever that was. And so they got to
That's true.
introduce all this to you, and so yeah, they're gonna take a lot of time to explain it. And yeah, normal number one would probably just do one or the other.
Mm,
This one did both.
that's
And I
interesting.
think that takes away a little bit from each one, but I
Okay.
also don't have a problem with it. It's still fine as a number one for me.
Got you. Wow, that's an interesting thought. Like, I love that. Like, what do you think about that, Mo? Like, do you feel like a typical number one would have
Well,
used one of these stories or the other? And if you do feel that way, which one should it have done?
so here's the thing. Like when Jay was saying that, like I felt the same way. Where it's like we didn't really get
Mm,
to any of the kick off the conflict yet, but we kind of did. It was just one page, but it was all build up. And
right.
and then what I was saying is true as well, and still enjoyed it for what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Those could too be two issue zeros, but you can't really have two issue zeros,
Right, right,
so
right,
it's like ash cans or something,
right.
or even a backup story if you just start with the conflict. But this is the nature of these type of comics. Like you're not buying big mainstream books where you it's not designed to where you could just pick up a random one. You know,
Right.
like this is serialized storytelling. So
Right.
you're getting the full story is 6 issues, and this is just 1/6 of the whole. So that's why
Mm-hmm.
it works here. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if it was like Superman or Action Comics and did something like this, like you'd think this was a bad issue. You know,
Mm.
but for these type of comics, this is how this is kind of done. You know.
Right.
Now
Right.
I
Is
would
it?
have. It did leave a little more to be desired, but because it was good, what I got was good. You know,
Right.
so it's
Right.
like I wish I would have got just release it as a trade paperback. You know, but again,
Moses said, "Release the whole thing."
sometimes yeah, I said that at the board meeting. Jay, you were there. You know, and but the reality is like you can't like the idea is to, you know, not to binge it, is to anticipate it. You know, leave them
Right.
wanting more. Yeah. So
Right.
so yeah, so this is why it works here. And the thing is, what I got, I felt was good. So it's like I don't mind putting it on my pull list now because I actually have a
Right.
pull. I finally have a pull list.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
There it is.
There's my money.
Um. Yeah, it's interesting because listening to you all talk about how it's executed, I don't think any of you are wrong. Like
Yeah.
but at the same time, I didn't have the thought that it should have been an issue 0. I felt like it was great as an issue 1, but I fully accepted the fact
Mm-hmm.
and embraced to a degree that it's like a slow burn.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that anybody that's been watching this show any length of time knows that I don't really have any issue with a slow burn as long as it's like substantial.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're giving me information and giving me uh uh like actually showing me who characters are and things like that in an interesting way, I'll more than happy to like read dialogue and like the books that Oz is like, I might as well just read a novel. I'm like, those are some of my favorite comics, where I'm just like, yes, I love this. Like those Bendis conversation books are some of my favorite books,
Or
you
those
know?
Kevin Smith like
Oh
Daredevil.
yeah. Well, listen,
Yeah.
Kevin Smith, he straddles the line sometimes, depending on which book, which
It's like
series you're talking
the
about. 'Cause
widening gyre.
exactly right. Like Kevin Smith sometimes just talk for talk's sake, which
He
is
had to create a villain
consistent.
that doesn't talk to control himself.
Right, right. Which is consistent with Kevin Smith's actual personality, and which is a joy in person. Like I love
Yeah.
listening to Kevin Smith talk,
Like
which he
he'll
can
go.
do, as long as you
It's
will
like
allow.
we're doing a Q&A and there's no cues, but they're all
Right,
like,
exactly. Kevin Smith had an hour and a
and it
half
was a
Q&A,
movie
and
he
it was
didn't
two
even make.
questions.
Like,
I know. Two questions. So
but he did sign my
exactly.
Green Arrow
But it
number
was
one.
wonderful though. Like I'm
Yeah,
not look. This
yeah.
is not a knock. This
He's
is just
almost a
saying that we
spoken
were
word
surprised.
artist.
I know. Right. But yeah, man.
His
So
Instagram posts like go so long. Like it's like,
oh, are they really?
like he just the picture, like a picture says 1,000 words. His
Mhm.
caption says 1,000 words too. You know?
That's hilarious. I actually I don't follow Kevin Smith on Instagram, so I don't know what they're
You don't
like.
follow
That's
us
hilarious.
either. Like you're not.
No, I follow Fantastic Forum.
No, you
Come on, man. Listen.
Ari Pixel in chat is asking if we react to movies. Sort of. We make Mayor Young watch scary movies and
Yeah.
videotape him freaking out. It's usually just
Hey.
a trailer to show you just how little he can handle.
So if you go to our YouTube channel, you'll find that.
I mean, we react to comic book movies,
Yeah, but we're
and
not like watching and reacting in live. Like we review
oh
them.
no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
We review. You're
Yeah,
right. You're
I
right.
think
We
Ari
don't.
Pixel
Yeah,
is actually thinking about reaction
actual
videos.
reaction
So
videos.
there's
Yeah,
reaction,
no.
and Larry's too much of a scaredy cat to watch the full movie. So a lot of times it's just trailers. But you get enough.
Listen.
We thought about
Listen.
doing that, but there's a lot of
It's
people doing that now.
it's
Yeah.
not so much that I'm a scaredy cat as I'm very
The other word for cat.
protective of my mental health. Like, like why would I put myself through that if I know it's going to actually bring trauma to me? Which, we're going to be talking about, you know, a movie in a minute. So, which I guess is not a reaction, but a review. But anyway, let's finish this review of 30 Days of Night, Falling Sun, and we'll get to that next. Does anybody have anything else they want to say about 30 Days of Night, Falling Sun, #1, before we do some ratings?
No.
Okay, cool.
Do we know how many issues it is?
I think it'll be 6.
Yeah, I think Mo's right. That's what I believe. I could be wrong about that, but I believe the same thing Moses believes. So that seems like it's true then. where two are gathered.
Yeah.
Yes. So with that said, let's go to you first, Jay. What would you rate 30 Days of Night, Falling Sun Falling Sun #1?
I enjoyed what I read, but I definitely wanted more from a first issue.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna give it a 2.
Wow. Got you. Wow. Okay. No, listen. That's what's real, Jay. I did not expect that you were gonna give it that low of a rating despite your
on.
criticism. So
Hold
that's
on.
why I'm shocked.
The book made you want more of it, but you're giving it a low rating because it made you want more.
Not in the good way.
Oh,
Like,
stuff's missing. Not. Oh, I can't wait. Okay.
right.
All
It's
right. I got you.
like this is one of those books that's just as likely to fall by the wayside
Mm,
as it is for me to like follow up on it.
got it. So it's literally like 50-50 because
Right.
it was executed in a decent enough manner for you, but it didn't hook you in any way that was like, I have to see what happens next.
Right.
Interesting. Okay. Oscor, what would you rate 30 Days of Night, Falling Sun #1?
I'm gonna go with 4, closer to 5 if you're a 30 Days of Night fan. And I
Mm-hmm.
haven't seen that movie in a long time, but I feel from what I remember, I feel like it holds up because it's not CGI heavy. At least I don't remember any of that. So I feel like it'll hold up. It's the scary season, Halloween season, whatever you want to call it. And
Right,
yeah,
right.
I know there's a huge fan base for that movie. So I think if you like that movie, if you want something horror related, and you just saw that movie or you want to see that movie, I think this book is right. Should be right in there.
Got you. Got you. Moses Magnum, 30 Days of Night, Falling Sun #1. What would you rate it?
It's a 4 easily. It's well
Mm-hmm.
executed. Like even the what I didn't like about it is part of what I like about even the first one because the first one was a slow burn too. Like yeah,
Mm-hmm.
now it reads a little different. The style of writing is different. I do feel like it makes sense that when you said that Rodney Barnes is a screenwriter because it feels more cinematic in its pacing.
Yeah.
But especially like when you think about 6 books, like this is the 15-20 minute mark of the movie, you know?
Right.
So it makes sense for that. The other, when you compare it to the original, it feels pretty like even though it's not the same creative team, it still feels like it's not stepping on those. It's building on what that was. So the execution, I think, overall as well. So yeah, 4 for sure, easily.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, as for myself, I'm gonna give it a 4 as well. Like, I just think it's just like everything, the way that this was executed is exactly how I would like to mess around and like read not only a horror book in general, but 30 Days of Night specifically. Like, it felt good. I like it. I like it a lot, and I'll probably pick up the next issue to keep checking it out until it comes to its conclusion. So, because I mean, from like again, the criticisms that you all may have had, or some of you may have had in regards to like I would have thought that there would have been more that would have happened in this issue in regards to like vampire-esque type stuff. And we honestly like really didn't get that outside of like flashbacky type stuff. And I thought it might have ended with some of that, and it didn't. And at the end of that, I was like, "Oh, okay." But no, I didn't feel bad about it. I was just more like, "I guess I got to read issue 2." But I could totally understand why somebody else, if they came to the book for that, they might be like, what was I here for? Like, why? Look, so yeah, I can see it.
Are you able to watch the movie?
You know what? I've never seen the
Oh,
Never saw it.
movie.
oh,
No,
man. I
It-
guess
it
we're gonna have
seemed
video of
int-
you reacting to a movie.
it seemed intense. I've read the
is.
comic. I've never seen the movie.
Yeah, and that's the so
It's a good movie, though.
yeah.
No, I know it's a good movie. Like, trust me. Like, not only do I know it's a good movie, like honestly, the fact that it's a good movie is what's kept me away. Where I'm like, nah, I feel like that joint's gonna be like because I read the comic and I'm like,
Right. And even the
if
art in the
I don't know
comic,
if I can
like,
do that.
the comic art is weird because like as good as Ben Templesmith is at
Mhm.
like drawing and ambiance and stuff, but he's still like a cartoonist.
Yeah,
So
it's stylized. Yeah, 100%.
the people still look cartoony,
Yeah.
like Calvin and Hobbes with like
Mhm.
with a filter. Like it's
And,
crazy.
and this is part of why comics is how my preferred way to ingest horror. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like there's a little bit of a filter. Like I can detach myself a little bit
Yeah.
more because my whole thing is I get very immersed. Like this is why I
Yeah.
like video games so much. Like when I play a game, I feel like I'm in the game. And that's like not that's why I can't do VR. I feel the way you all feel in VR is how I feel sitting in front of the TV. So when I'm in VR, I feel like I'm dead. Like when that joint like hits me, I think I'm hit.
Yeah.
So it's like
No,
I feel like
I was
I
dodging hits in like Arkham City or something VR, and
yeah.
and
No,
I
listen.
stepped off a ledge and fell. And I'm like, nah, no VR for me, thank you.
All I'm saying is I'm so in it that
Yeah.
my brain, like I might get like psychological bruises that manifest physically. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm just like, no, like so I'm just like, let me just not do that
Is that
because
why your forehead's purple?
that's why. Look, that's it. I was playing Bravely Default 2 earlier today, and my forehead's purple because I got hit by an ogre. The end. And I was like, damn it.
In
But
Unreal
anyway.
2.5D.
There it is. But no, I mean, so that's what I'm saying. So I'm like, I've never seen 30 Days of Night, and like it's probably one of the few movies, like,
No,
because
here's
like
I
I
think he was
try to
really
mess with vampire stuff
yeah,
periodically, and it can be hard. Like I watched Interview with a Vampire, like the TV
the
series. I've seen
remake.
the
Yeah,
movie, but I've
yeah,
also seen the TV series,
yeah.
and the TV series can be a little bit much for me in
And the
in
gore
particular
stuff.
moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't linger too much, but they linger enough.
So
And
what I would
mhm,
tell you is, especially because I would like you to see 30 Days of Night, but 30 Days of Night, the movie, it feels, even though it is a horror movie, it feels more like Die Hard,
yeah,
except with
yeah,
vampires instead of Germans. But they're also German vampires. So,
it's the same.
yeah,
It's the same. Look, 30 Days a Night, Christmas movie. Look at all that snow.
yeah, yeah. We could get AI to put like twinkling lights on everything, like ornaments.
Indeed. There it is. So who knows? Maybe who was it? How do you say it? Ori Pixel? Maybe
Ari
Ori
Pixel,
Pixel will
yeah.
get their wish and get a reaction video.
We should reply
Of,
to the comment too, in case they're like, fuck these guys,
we
they didn't
did.
answer me. No, but like in text,
Yeah, in case they stop
Oh.
watching.
in case they're like, these guys didn't answer me, fuck these guys.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. Look,
I don't know how to do that.
That's what I think sometimes too.
I can do that. So,
I mean, we
okay.
could do it
All right.
after the show, but yeah, 'cause,
Yeah, absolutely. I
archive,
agree.
yeah.
I agree. Uh are you all ready to jump to presents?
Yes.
All right. We do have a bumper for that, right?
No.
Oh, that's okay.
Oz?
Oh, right, because we have a TV bumper. We don't have the
No.
scary movie
Well, we don't
bumper
have a
yet.
video bumper, but we have an audio bumper. And since we're gonna be
Yeah,
doing
but
audio, we're doing our audio, so that works.
yeah, no, I agree. But do you have that, Oz? You have the scary. Oh wait, no, but well,
The
yeah, I
scary
guess we
was
have.
just that noise.
You have the spooky. I think it's spooky intro.
Yeah, we don't have to do that anyways. It's pretty long. We never really fixed it.
Hey, look, it's a pretty cool intro, but I agree. You're right. It should be a little shorter. But anyway, so
I'm
next,
working on getting a water phone.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's an instrument that they use to make all the horror movie like sounds.
Oh, okay. Listen, hey man, listen. I love you, Moses, because you know what that is. Like like every part of Fantastic Forum is here for a reason. But
Except you,
I will.
because you don't watch horror movies. I'm kidding.
Wait a minute.
Oh, that's a weird looking instrument.
Yeah.
What's it look like?
It looks like it's gonna spike your hands off.
Oh,
It
like some
actually hurts.
Hellraiser.
Yeah.
Here, I'll post a picture. Let me just
Yeah,
get a decent one.
it's called a water phone,
Yeah.
and
And
it
there's
looks like it's
another.
gonna spike your hands off.
Yeah. And
That
there's
I feel
different
like that's
ones.
named improperly. Then.
Well, because you put water in it, and that's what resonates the sounds.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it is
So it's
named
sounds,
properly.
phonos, and water.
No. I
So
get
it should be
No,
called
no.
aquaphone, I guess. Like if you want to go like
No. I mean, listen,
more
we can
Greek.
do water. It's
but
okay.
yeah.
Well, yeah, we don't listen. There's nothing wrong with that. I just didn't know that. Oh.
I couldn't enlarge it.
Yeah.
No, I got you.
So
And
yeah,
then-
basically that like bottom table is
Here's the guy using it.
yeah.
You're getting one of those?
I've been wanting to, yeah, but they're like
Oh.
$500. So, but you can make 'em.
Why?
Because there's no real manufacturer. Like people just make them. Like actually, like sound
Oh,
people make them.
They're artisan. Got
yeah,
it.
artisanally.
Got
Yeah,
it.
like not every single one of them is different. You know.
Like this guy's got his hand like right in there.
I
Mhm.
was about to say, I was like, why is it that much money? It's mostly hollow, but I get
Yeah,
it now
but
because you're
it's
right.
like a pipe organ. In
I
a
mean, yeah,
sense,
so it's a
you know?
flute, you know.
And then you could play like you could bang on it. You can whistle into it. You can blow into it. Or you can use a bow on one of the pipes or the center, and it
What
resonates sound like yeah.
what kind of
You could bang like just flick it with your finger, and it creates this like spooky sound too. Like
what
it's
kind
for
of sound
it's more
does
for
it
sound
make?
design. It does like when you're watching like Nightmare on Elm Street, when you just hear like these little pipe like you know, like while he's walking around in the shadows, like that.
Mm.
It's that. So it's more for sound design than like for music. But I figured like if I can have one in my hand, I could probably make music with it. You know, so
I believe that.
yeah.
Listen. I know how talented you are. So yes, I
But at the
definitely
very
believe
least,
you
I
can
could
make
do my
music.
reviews in a creepy voice and then just plug it into the. And it's all analog. That's the thing. So you have to like have a mic on it. You can't like plug
Right.
it into anything. 'cause
Right.
it has
There's no
water
such
in
thing as an electric water phone yet.
it. Yeah, no.
Hey, you could corner the market, Mo.
You want to hear what it sounds like?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's him just like moving it around like that.
Yeah,
That's with a bow.
yeah. That is a creepy sound.
Dude, listen.
Like he's playing it as he's scrolling the credits, and it sounds like it's a scary movie starting.
I promise you. if
Oh,
I
that's that Star Trek whale.
if
Yeah.
if I was anywhere and I just heard that sound out of nowhere, I would get out. Even if I was outside, I would get out. I would get out of outside. I would be like,
You
no.
go inside and then get out.
No, I wouldn't even go inside. I'd probably tear a hole in reality just to be like, I can't be here anymore. this is some bullshit. I'm gone.
Guess what my new ringtone's gonna be?
Oh, nice tapping
And
it.
then just tapped it. Yeah.
Yeah, the tapping gets you too.
So you could tap it while you do the bow, and it does it. Like, yeah.
That's crazy.
That's what he was doing. He was running the bow, and then he just flips it and taps.
And he just hit the bottom. Yeah.
Very
See, Mo knows exactly what the dude's doing just by sound.
Yeah.
All right, this is a 3-minute video. I don't know how long.
Yeah. We're done. Okay.
No,
You're scared?
Yeah, play it in the background while we review it.
Let's go. let's go ahead and talk about presence. Which, let me begin.
They did use I think some of these sounds a little bit in there, but I think they were synthetic. They weren't like actual water foam. Yeah.
Allow me just to say that there's a disturbingly number of movies called Presence, the Presence. Like, there was a lot of Presence movies.
Yeah.
And
did you find the right one?
I did.
You watched all of them just in case.
I watched, yes, right. I watched 6 Presence movies. No. I watched the right one, thankfully, because you described it so well, Jay. I knew which one, based on the description that you gave, or at least I'm assuming, based on the description that you gave, I chose a movie called Presence that I'm fairly certain is the proper one. So with that said,
with
Jay,
Michelle Yeoh.
Correct.
No, Lucy
Liu.
Oh no, you're right. It's Lucy Liu. It's absolutely not Michelle Yeoh. Why are you such a racist, Jay?
I don't know.
And why have you in turn made me a racist?
It's the way God made him.
Because I agree with you without even thinking, because I'm just like, that's my boy. He's right.
It reminds me of a meme I saw where it's like, Dad, why do you think it's to an Asian kid and a dad, and it just says, Dad, why do you think people think we all look alike? And he goes, I'm your neighbor.
That's hilarious, and funny in that particular context, but wrong across the board. No,
hey, we're not making policy.
Hey, there it is. But Jay, talk to us about Presence. What is this movie? And tell us what the movie is, and then tell us what it was that made you think of it in regards to for the forum.
Actually, that was Mo's idea.
Oh, okay. So tell us what the movie is, and then we'll ask Mo why he thought of it.
Yeah, I tried to get you to watch it back when I saw it in theaters, and you were like, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, that makes perfect sense to me. None of this. Listen, especially based on a trailer. Oh yeah, 100%.
Well, what the movie is a family moves into a house, a not exactly functional family.
Right.
They've got a bunch of family issues with the son being the heir apparent.
Mm-hmm.
The father not sure if he wants to be support his wife or get out, and the daughter who is dealing with the loss of one of her friends.
Mm-hmm.
They all move into a house that is haunted by this presence.
Mm-hmm.
And the movie is actually shot the story is told from the viewpoint of the presence. So you're following the presence around as opposed to following the family.
Right. No, absolutely. I mean, that's a perfect summary of the movie.
And I thought it would be good for you because, in most ghost stories, you got to worry about shit jumping out at you and all this other type of stuff that I know you don't exactly vibe with.
This
but
is true.
From this one, the thing you're scared of is what you're following. So
I
it's like, I figure you can handle it.
listen. I
Especially how
will
like he gets immersed like that. Like I figure like he's almost in control in a sense, you know? And that's
listen.
why I suggested it to you too.
I will 100% like thank you all as the forum collectively that yeah, this movie was definitely much more up my alley than everything else that you all have ever suggested. Just because, and you're right, like the point of view was a big deal. Um, because yeah, I like, and I'm not gonna lie to you, there was a part of me that was like a little bit on edge for a little bit, just because I'm like, okay, well, just because we're looking at the perspective of this like friggin' ghost, the spirit, right? That doesn't
Presence.
mean there's not going to be like some kind of craziness or something that doesn't happen. But I was definitely like, okay, like it's harder to do it because supposedly the thing that is like the scary thing, like I'm looking through its eyes, right? So that definitely was like, it was strangely comforting. At the same time, I was on edge just because I was like, I don't trust it. I was and I was on edge for a minute because I was like, I don't trust it, you know. So, but thank you, Moses, for having that thought, and that was like, was that the main reason why, or like, so when did you see this movie, Moses?
I
Did you
hadn't
see it in
seen it yet.
theaters?
I hadn't seen it
Oh,
yet.
you
It's
hadn't
a
seen it
movie.
yet?
Yeah, it was a movie I wanted to see. I kind of knew what it was. I didn't know about the perspective thing, but I knew that
Oh,
it's written by David Koepp, the guy that wrote the first Spider-Man movie, and it's directed by Steven Soderbergh, who did like Ocean's 11. And so
right,
it's these two people doing a horror movie. Like I wanted
right,
to check it out because these are two like high pedigree people, and Soderbergh's a dude that like
yeah.
I hate. Like he sometimes he'll do a
Why do
good
you hate
movie.
Soderbergh?
Well, I'll get to that. There's movies where it's like this is just utter garbage. Like it's just drawn out for no reason. Like
Mm.
and he did this with
What's
this.
an
Like
example of that for him,
well,
from your perspective?
shit. Fuck. Damn.
It's
I
okay.
can't think
Take a
off the
minute.
top of my head, but
Take a minute. It's okay.
um,
Take a minute. Like it'll come to you.
like
Continue what you're saying.
but like one of the things he did right now where it's like it's just something that he just does and where it just there's 20 minutes of nothing and he did that here like you're literally watching paint dry at one point if it wasn't for the guy being
It's
mad that the
true.
guy was working alone and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
it's like the guys don't want to come into this room but it's not even like they saw something or they didn't get scared like it didn't give you a jump scare but again it's still and even like the way like I feel like this dude Soderbergh watched a fucking real estate video. He was buying a house and saw how they shot the real estate video like with an indoor drone or something, and he's like, "Oh, let me use an ultra wide angle lens like this." It's like, and then I don't have to focus into anything. And then later, as the tension built up, the wide angle tightened,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so I'm like, okay, so he is doing some artful, like he's using that. I just thought he wanted to shoot everything with a 4K GoPro or 8K GoPro, and just crop in or whatever, and not have to worry about focus and just worry about lighting. But as the story progressed, I'm like, yeah, and I get this is why I hate him because some of the movies I'll watch and it's like fuck 20 minutes long. Man, fuck this movie. I'm not watching it. And then and then it starts. This one started getting good right off the bat. But there's like one of his first movies was called the Sex, Lies, and Videotape, and
Mm-hmm.
that like in the 80s, and that's just considered a masterpiece. I
Mm-hmm.
like it, but it's not like I'm like and then he just
Right.
kept getting work over that, and then he'll do like mainstream stuff and he was actually my choice for doing the Thunderbolts movie that I wanted, like my dream
Mm.
movie, my dream director for that movie. But it wasn't this Thunderbolts. It was like, like the Warren Ellis Thunderbolts with like fucking Radioactive Man and shit,
Mm,
and
yeah.
Songbird and shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So
Like actual
that's
Thunderbolts.
yeah. But I wanted him to do it because I think like especially like with those characters because they're kind of like the corny characters a little bit, that that's like Warren Ellis was the one that brought him into like the newer Marvel, the heroic
Right.
age kind of thing by doing shit like Thunderbolts, So
Right.
that's I figured like on a cinematic level, like I think Soderbergh could have done that, But again, that's not the way they went. But yeah, so this movie did have that, and yeah, I was definitely like, man, for like 30 minutes, I'm like, man, there's still an hour of this shit, and then it's like, okay, this is just the vehicle for showing us this family dynamic, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like a good movie is about the characters, whether it's a horror movie, a drama. Like this could have been just a family drama and shot well,
It could
shot
have been.
dramatically.
Yeah.
It could have
Absolutely.
been a soap opera if you shoot it at 30
Absolutely.
frames per second. It could be any genre
Yeah.
of movie, and then
Right.
choosing to do it this way makes it more interesting. And I was telling my
Yes.
client because I was watching it with a client, and she's like, "Yeah, it's like the people." I did like 2 haircuts while I was watching it, and it's like we're all captivated by it, which is
Right.
usually hard for me to watch things while I'm working because I'm focused on the
Right.
job. Here, I could focus and do it, and it was like, what's his name of this movie again? Like they wanted to watch it, so it's like,
Right.
and I told this client, I told her like, yeah, it's like I always get mad because I want things to be good, and then but sometimes for it to be good, they have to take risks and then do something a little different, and it might not be as good in the moment, but I don't even give it the chance because it's so different. And it's
Right.
like, so I'm mad that and they're trying to, so in the end, this thing ended up being pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So like, it's,
Yeah.
like I
Yeah.
literally, there's a text message conversation I was having during the movie. It's like, by the way, I hate Soderbergh. She goes, I hate her too. I hate him too. I've always hated him. And like, but I'm always, on like I love Strike Force on Cinemax. Like that's his
Mm-hmm.
like James Bond versus it basically the idea between that is Bourne versus Bond,
Mm-hmm.
and that shit's tight,
Right.
But he also did like Magic Mike, which again that was still a pretty good movie aside from the
Mm-hmm.
the homoeroticism. But again, he's making homoeroticism, but it's about the characters in the movie,
Right.
and so but and that's the thing. I always remember the movies I end up enjoying, thinking they're bad, and which I guess he's good. I guess I do love Soderbergh,
Yeah.
or
Kind of sounds like it.
Soderbergh.
Soderbergh. Oz, did you get a chance to check this out?
Nah.
Oh, what a
man,
bitch.
Oz, you might. Well, you
Yeah,
probably
that's
might.
Soderbergh.
one of the ones I hated. Solaris.
Ah,
Yeah.
gotcha. Yeah. But okay, that's okay. So,
Now, I
um,
didn't have time. Look, I barely had time to read the book. I didn't have
no,
time to watch the movie, and on top of that, it's like it's not a
You had
good
2
movie
weeks.
from what I saw.
it's not what.
It's not even like nothing I saw. Like every time I looked for it, I just saw people talking about how terrible it is.
Oh, really?
So I figure if they're wrong, I'll let you guys explain that to me.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Like, understand? Like I said at the top, there's like 6 movies called. Like, there's like 3 called Presents.
I
and
know
like,
what Lucy Liu looks like.
and then another 3 called The
Are
Present.
you sure it wasn't? It wasn't like Bo and Yang.
No. Look, I watched Charlie's Angel on repeat. I know what she looks like.
Okay, cool. So,
Yeah, I didn't like Logan Lucky. I didn't like Contagion.
you're talking about Soderbergh movies,
Yeah.
but that's only 2. He's made like
Yeah.
what,
No, yeah.
30
That's
something?
enough.
Yeah.
2 out of 30?
He made The Limey, The Laundromat, Kimmy. Haywire was a good one, but it's still not that great. Side Effects, The Informant, yeah.
Yeah. No talent hack.
Bubble was the worst. Like that's
Who
when I realized I didn't like Soderbergh.
who knew that Soderbergh was your
Alex Ross.
Alex Ross. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knew? Who knew?
But then he made like shit like Michael Clayton, you know,
Yeah.
or
Listen,
Syriana,
dude.
you know, like
Listen,
good
I'm not
night,
saying every
good night,
movie
and good luck, you know, like
I'm not saying every movie he's made has been a hit. I'm not saying that because, like, Lord knows, in the same way. But I'm saying, like, in my mind, I'm just like when people say his name, he's one of these directors that's like in a conversation with like elite directors. Like, I didn't even realize that you were like, oh, like I'm kind of like so on him at all. Like, because I didn't even realize there were people that were like, oh,
yeah.
like no, I didn't know there were people that were like, he's bad. Like, I know that, like, not everybody's a fan, but I didn't realize they're like, oh, like, no, I'm not a fan. Like, yeah. So, but that's okay. Like, nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Um,
And the thing is, like, he takes risks,
he does.
like doing a movie with the fisheye lens like that. It
Yeah.
takes risk, you know, like
Yeah.
especially like if your horror is not your wheelhouse, like because you still have to give. I mean, I know Larry, I know you shit yourself when the shelf fell. Like,
the shelf was actually well, but here's the thing about the shelf is, and again, this is why I appreciated this movie so much. Everything that happens is telegraphed because you literally following the spirit to where it's gonna go to do something.
mhm.
So it's not like, and like and honestly, like for me, it was interesting because, like, like this joint started and it was very eerie for me because I knew, like, because of how, Jay, you described the movie, I knew that it was gonna be from the perspective of a spirit. But even watching it, like, say, like, I felt like based on what I had seen visually from the very beginning, even if I didn't know that, I think I would have felt that either way, where I would have been like, oh, like, this is like something like ethereal that's happening right now. And then I would have been like, okay, no, like I would have been like, no, this is definitely like a ghost, you know? Um, and I feel like that's a testament to the vision of the director, writer, camera work, all that, like everybody coming together to make that the case. Because I was like, wow, like, no, I'm really feeling like I'm in like doing this from the perspective of the spirit. And then on top of that, like, I felt like it was a really intriguing kind of experience just because you are getting just snippets of this family, but there's a narrative that you put together as you see, you piece together throughout the movie. And depending on, like where you're at, like you can either like kind of not get that full narrative until the very end, or you can kind of piece together what is happening with this family throughout and just being like, oh my God, like, it's kind of crazy. I feel like it works on a lot of different levels.
Mhm.
So yeah, but either way, I think the main thing is like the like the two things I feel like that make this movie viable, because this could have been really terrible. Like, from a conceptual standpoint, this is one of these things where it's like, this is 100% about execution. It's like you need to have amazing like camera work, and you need to have phenomenal actors. And it's the combination of those two things that I feel make this movie work. Because if the acting was bad, this whole movie would just be a joke. Just because it would just be like, why? Like, it would just be cool camera work in a terrible film. And if the acting was great, but the camera work was bad, you would just be like, this should have just been a drama. you know?
Yeah.
Like, this should have just been a drama. Like, why did we mess around and like have this person like be on this dolly or this drone or whatever it is? And we could have just like told this story. And I just feel like the fact that they kind of like combine those two aspects actually makes it like a bit more interesting to me,
Well,
which
that's
I would have watched it as the drama and been happy. You know, I would have been happy with that movie. But this was like a cooler way to tell that same story.
I know, like that's kind of how I felt about the Skinner Week, where I feel like the movie's just like they try to do interesting camera work, but it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So it's just like from a corner of the house watching these
Right.
kids watch cartoons, and
Right.
yeah,
Right.
and that's kind of what this is like. Like they're in a room, and it's literally like, and it goes into people's faces and whistles in their ear to try to get a reaction,
Mhm.
and again, story is everything too. Like the story is a scary story
Yeah.
without the paranormal aspect. Like
Yeah.
you let
Yeah.
a predator into your house, and it turns out the ghost protected you. There's no ghost,
Yeah. Yeah.
so it's actually a quite touching story,
Oh, dude.
So yeah, and that's where, like, when I say like story is everything, like yeah,
Yeah.
even you could do that with any type of camera work, and this just adds it, and it makes it unique. Even if people say, I mean, like honestly, like a lot of people say they didn't like it, but I get that's that Soderbergh effect. I think people are just anti-Semitic or something. But again, I fall into that trap too, because yeah, I'm like, dude, I'm literally watching paint dry.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck, And then I'm like, oh yeah, this is where Larry's gonna shit himself, and that kept me watching more because like, okay, this is like, is this gonna be too scary for Larry? Like when the orange juice fell, like,
Dude. It's there are little moments here and
like
there, but
just
honestly,
the
this
ghost organizing the schoolwork and the books so she does not late for school. Like, I feel like Larry got scared shitless with that. Like,
dude, like honestly, like it was definitely the quieter moments that scared me the most, just because I was just on edge, because I'm like, dude, something's about to happen.
yeah.
Like I can tell something's about to happen. And it's one of these things where it's like, again, I've said this multiple times as well, where it's like my imagination is always worse than whatever
Mhm.
actually happens on screen. So it's just one of these things where I'm just like, okay, like if I could just watch a scary movie and like take it as it happens, I'd probably be able to watch more of them. My problem is I'm imagining like every terrible thing that might happen, and convincing myself in the moment that the worst one is what's coming next. and and so that terrifies me before I even see what actually happens on the screen. And 9 times out of 10, it's not the most terrifying thing that that I think is going to happen, is what actually happens. When that 10th time comes, though, I'm just like, I'll never watch another scary movie. I'm like, oh my god, it's actually worse than I imagined. And I'm like, why would I ever do this to myself? I'm traumatized. I'm not going to sleep for 2 days. So, yeah, but this, I mean, I was just like, this was just cool. And what I feel is how the testament to how cool of a movie this very well may be is the fact that, despite that the fact that this joint came out in 2024, it doesn't feel like Mo or Jay wants to actually spoil it. They
Yeah.
want to allow people to still experience it, despite the fact that this movie is over a year old.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
I think it is like something you have to, and that's even like my friend. You met my friend Victoria, but she
Mm-hmm.
like hates Soderbergh too. Like she just full on hates him, but
Mm-hmm.
she like watches his movies anyway. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, this was the one that I was texting her. I was telling her like, hey, yeah, I'm watching The Presence right now. You should watch it too. And it's like, she's like, like she's gonna watch it,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like, and that's kind of the Soderbergh kind of thing. Like you had even his movies that aren't like a movie like Haywire, like that's
Mm-hmm.
literally like just I call it like Fast and Furious for intellectuals, but because he's a smart writer and he picks smart writers to work with him,
Right.
for his scripts, and he does real good camera work. It's not like just he's not trying to make 10 of these. He's trying to make one good one.
Right.
That's actually a good movie. And if he
Yeah.
fails, he fails. He has his problems. Like Haywire has its problems, but
Right.
but that's one of them. It's like it's one of these like fast paced like a Crank or Fast
Yeah.
and Furious type movie that he decided like this is what I want to do today, you know. Like,
Right.
and that's why he's so prolific. But he's not the best at all of them. But he could get all done, and they have like. Yeah, Haywire is one. Like, I was like, I don't like this, but I watched it like 3 times. You know?
There it is.
And
There
that was
it
like
is.
Gina
So-
Carano's like first movie I think that she ever did. Like he's the
Oh,
one.
was that really?
Yeah, he actually picked her out personally. Like you need to be in an action movie, so I'm gonna
That's-
make
I
an
didn't
action
know
movie
that.
for
That's
you.
why there's a lot of her running and fighting because the acting wasn't there yet.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. She
interesting.
did. Yeah, it's like she doesn't. I don't think she even talks throughout the movie. Like, yeah.
So okay. Jay, you have any other thoughts you want to share about Presence?
No, I think I said everything I wanted to.
Okay. How about you, Mo?
I mean, it's just like sometimes I like things to be good, and this turned out to be that. like just because
Amen.
it's a horror movie, like I hate when like certain things will win, but they won't win it. They don't call it a horror movie. Like was it The Substance? You know, like that's
Oh, they don't
technically
call Substance a horror movie?
no. Like
It's
it just,
full on body horror.
but
It's
there's no
satirical.
yeah, yeah. That's what they call it. Yeah.
It can be satirical and body horror, can it?
But that's
Yeah,
they don't. There's no
it is.
category for horror. Like
Oh man. So
and
that's like how they mess around and give like Dark Knight, and they're like, but is they try to make it seem like it's something other than a superhero movie?
right, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not really.
Okay.
By
It's
exactly, I
different.
meant
How-
not
why-
really
because
too.
they accept that Dark Knight's a superhero movie because Batman's in it in a costume.
And because the Joker dude died.
Mm. Do you feel if Heath Ledger didn't die, it may not have gotten those nominations?
I mean, he
He would have got the nomination, not the award.
not the award. Yeah,
Mm.
I don't remember who he was up against, but either way, like I don't really care. Like I like that he won, and I was a fan of his. So you know,
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely.
but yeah, and that's the thing. Like even like what's the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once? Like
Oh, so good.
I didn't never watched it. I already watched Multiverse of Madness. So
Yeah, I lost
You need to
interest
watch
when I
it.
saw Hot
nah, I
Dog
don't need to
Fingers.
watch it. Yeah.
Listen. Okay, listen.
That's
All
a
I'm
Rick
telling
and
you,
Morty episode. Like I already seen Rick and Morty.
listen.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit here and respectfully and confidently tell you that neither of you know what you're talking about, and you should just watch.
Well,
the
I'm gonna disrespectfully tell you that I give the Presents 4 out of 5.
Okay, 4 out of 5 for Presents from Moses Magnum.
Disrespectfully towards Larry. Wait till what I'm gonna make you watch next week.
What? Look, one more time, Mo. How much? How many? What are you giving the Presents?
4 out of 5. Disrespectfully
Disrespectfully.
towards Larry, not Soderbergh.
Towards all of us. No. We all took offense. Right, Moses? Right, Oz?
I don't care.
See?
He didn't even
He's
watch
offended.
it. Yeah.
That's what Oz always says when he's offended. Okay. Jay, what would you rate Presents?
I would give it a 4 out of 5. I think doing a haunting, a ghost movie from the perspective of a ghost was an interesting idea, and it turned out pretty good, I thought.
Sounds fair. I'm also going to give it a 4 out of 5 because it was friggin' a ghost movie that I could actually watch. And I do think the perspective of the ghost is an interesting idea as well. But it's also like just a solid story.
Mhm.
That, and I think the other part is I feel like the movie gives the audience credit, like that, it gives the people watching it credit that you're going to be able to follow what's happening, which is something that I feel like a lot of movies, I won't even limit to movies. A lot of media in this day and age doesn't give their audience any credit, and they spoon feed you everything. And so, just for a movie to be like, hey, you know what? We have faith that you're going to be able to put some of this stuff together. And honestly, I feel like it's definitely some things where it's like, I'm certain there are people that probably watched it and didn't put some stuff together and still enjoyed it, you know? So, yeah, that's a testament to how good the movie is, too. Oscore, what would you rate the rating or rate the review?
I think it loses a point when you say that it's a scary movie you can watch.
That's true. Look,
Um,
honestly, I don't think I said it was a scary movie. I think I said it was a ghost movie. But
Tomato,
yeah,
tomato.
yeah. Like I do agree though. Like if somebody's like they're like, oh, like I'm going into this looking for
Like
thrill.
might as well go see Eddie Murphy's Haunted Mansion.
That's a good movie too.
No, you should not go do that. you should not do that. Ugh.
The way you guys describe the concept of the perspective interests me, but then Lawrence likes it, so that turns me away.
But that's the
Listen,
thing. Like,
Plus, Soderbergh made it, so that doesn't help either.
you didn't care about Soderbergh.
no, Oz hates Jews. Everyone knows that about Oz.
Yeah, but he didn't know Soderbergh.
Yeah, some.
Listen, but no, like
Just-
honestly, I think that you would appreciate it, Oz, and just knowing that like what you're going into this for isn't to be like
Maybe, but if I'm only
Scary.
gonna watch like one horror movie, I'd rather just go watch Good Boy.
no.
That's the
I
thing.
listen.
But Jace, Oz isn't that into horror movies as it is, right?
Not really.
Yeah.
I think the '90s ruined me because they went from being like scary to just being slashers,
Yeah.
and that
We
kind
went
of
to
gets
like the
boring
torture
after a while.
porn era.
Yeah, it just kind of gets boring after a while. Like I remember
You know.
the first Nightmare on Street was like, I mean, there's a lot of like blood and horror, but dude, it's like psychological, like it
Mhm.
messes you up.
Yeah.
Right.
But then when you get to like 5 and 6, it's like, okay, he's just cutting people up. It's not even. It's
And calling
a
them
comedy now too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then at that point, all the movies were doing that too. So
But there's other movies that came out around that time too that were good too. You just didn't watch those, like Dog Soldier or.
no, every once in a while there's one that really catches my interest. Like when Blair Witch came out, that was the first one like that really, like, I love that movie. But then other people started doing it, and it's like, oh.
And that's the
Yeah,
thing.
I don't
too,
feel
where
like
it's
this is one of those movies that like it's gonna spark a genre.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing about Oz too, where it's like he's proving my point. Where it's like I'll watch all of them, and Jay's kind of like me in the sense because it's like even though you don't like certain things, but you watch them because you want to kind of like experience what they are and see if they're bad. And then sometimes even if they're bad, they're still good. like Ghoulies 3, Ghoulies Go to College.
Yeah, it doesn't
Is
sound like
that
this
is
is one of those.
Ghoulies 3 called Ghoulies Go to College? Is that real or are you
Yeah.
just making that up?
No, that's real. They drink 2001 beers.
It
in a
is
frat
real.
house. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this movie
Ghoulies
doesn't
Go
sound
to
like one
College.
that it's so bad it's good.
Like I want
'Cause
Larry
I'll watch a
I
terrible
want
movie.
Larry to watch it. Like I want Larry to
Ghoulies
watch
Go to College?
Yeah. Like I watched one the other day. It was called fuck, I can't remember but it's basically a ripoff of Evil Dead.
Mhm.
But it was like it's called like Mad Toons. And it was literally like these girls that like are naked with each other and then they open a book of the dead and then they get possessed. One of them gets possessed and kills everybody. I think Jay would love it because it's kind of like Who Framed Rabbit, where you have like an animated monster, like a cartoon comes out of the TV when they read the curse and kills everybody.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll watch something that just gets into complete nonsense. The Zombie Strippers was like just
Yeah,
what the
love
hell am
that.
I watching? But I can't stop.
But that was actually pretty good too. like it had a decent story, and it had good pacing. I mean, the thing was only like an hour and 20 minutes. So you won't watch it paint dry for 10 minutes like the Soderbergh masterpiece we just watched. So, yeah,
Lawrence has got to watch Zombie Strippers.
and Mad Toons.
I think
And then
I'm
there-
just gonna watch
if you-
Ghoulies
do
Go
you-
to College.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. Do you have
Trilogy.
Showtime? Do you have Showtime?
I think so.
Because there's Love, Sex, and Robots on Showtime too.
Oh, isn't that on?
No. This is a different one.
Oh, that's not sex. Got it.
Yeah. It's capital sex. Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
I just watched The Sexorcist on the
Oh,
Showtime. The other
jeez.
day.
All right, you guys are
Okay.
gonna be watching some like. I don't want to watch those movies with you guys.
What do you mean, you guys?
You guys, you
fuck outta
people,
here.
whatever you prefer.
Yeah.
Whatever your preferred pronoun is, people.
We're gonna
guys,
review that next week. So, The Sexorcist.
All right. Anything else you all want to say before we get out of here today?
I don't even want to type in the Sexorcist stuff. Like,
Oh, listen. Oh, he's doing it under duress, folks.
Well, look,
Oz didn't want to type it, but he had to.
You want movies?
all the images are protected.
You want movies directed by people of color, starring people of color,
No.
and they're hot eating bananas?
Ooh.
That's The
What?
Sexorcist.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
It's a house that it's they're housing models for a
Like-
big photo shoot, and then one of them gets possessed.
1974. It's a 70s movie.
No, there's that one, but no, this is a new one. I think the one I watched is a remake. I think.
Sheesh.
That
Okay.
means it's better.
Better special effects.
Oh my god.
Let's go ahead and play that wrap up music. Let's go. All right, Jay, give me some final thoughts, buddy.
Tomorrow I get to go check out the Living Tombstone. It's gonna
Yes.
be. I'm looking forward to that.
Where's that at?
The Novo downtown.
Nice.
There it is. Oscor, give me some final thoughts.
Guys, there's a Sexorcist video game.
Yeah. It's on the and it's on my Steam wish list.
It's a 3D survival horror game where you outsmart, evade, and hopefully overpower the deadly succubus that has you trapped. You escape her
course it
clutches or succumb to her resistance. I'm looking at a picture of her. I don't know. Like, I might just give up.
Yeah. Like she's no Madam So and So from Resident Evil Village. But yeah.
Moses Magnum, final thoughts.
It's Halloween season and yeah, like I want Larry to watch more things. And Ari Pixel, like if you want Larry to react to horror things, put it in the comments. Go to our YouTube channel. Because he does do that, but only when the people ask.
Yeah. Or you could not, Ari. It's okay.
No,
We should just
I
make
don't
a
mind.
playlist anyway. Like, that was the plan, but then you guys took it down.
Well, he's like, he gets too, like, I have
That's
to
the
clean his
point.
diaper. Like,
Hey.
but the thing is, I'm the one producing it, so I have to clean, like, I have to wipe everything down after. And it's like, after like three of them straight, like, it gets hard to do that. Like, I'm already doing that with my mom with the cancer shit. I gotta do it for Larry too.
America's scary enough. Let's just watch the news. Let's just do
That's that movie Red State. It's a horror movie.
Right. Civil War, right? For the entire Fantastic Forum, thank you all for hanging out with us. Have a good night.
Our state's a Kevin Smith.